Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how I modified a Noqua paddleboard LED light kit to be used on my kayak. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. These are the major components I'm going to be using for the modification of the Noqua LED strips that go on a stand-up paddleboard. Now you can see here on either end of the two light strips that there are straps. And those straps are used to attach it to a paddleboard. But that won't work very well on a kayak because it's got a bigger diameter and the straps will get in the way. So I'm going to remove those straps and then wire it up directly to a 12-volt source on the kayak. Now initially there's a 12-volt lithium battery that comes with this pack, but because I bought it as an open package, it wasn't with it. So that's why I decided to go ahead and mount it up to a 12-volt source. And you can see here that there's a Y connection here that feeds each of the LED bars, and then it goes up to the switch, which is lighted because there's power to it, and then there's another connector here that would have gone to the battery, but I have it directly hooked up to the power source right now. So I'll just show you what it looks like when it's lit up. It puts out a lot of light. So in order to make this work on a kayak, I have to make extensions, the same connectors, and what I will do is run some marine grade wire in between to make the extensions. And then I will also, as I've done in this little example here, I'll hook this up directly to the 12-volt power source. And I'll show a listing of what those parts are in the narrative of this video. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is the completed extension wiring for the LED light strips. Now on one end I have one of the female plugs, and on the other end I have the male plug. It's important that you have opposite plugs for the extension. And for the extension itself, I use some 5-conductor telephone extension wire, which is already insulated and I've used on other projects for my kayaks, and it's worked out just fine. Now when I made the connections between the two, I wrapped the wires first, soldered them, then I used marine shrink fit tubing over the connections and then wrapped them in electrical tape to make sure that there was no problem with any moisture. Now I have both LED strips hooked up to their extensions, which are in turn hooked up to the Y connector that goes through the on-off switch, which then flows through to the battery. Now when I put this in the kayak, I will hook it up to the 12-volt battery that's in the kayak, but for demonstration purposes, I just wanted to show you how it would work here. And there it is. Everything works just fine. For this low light demonstration, I mounted both LED strips in the interior section of the cockpit of the kayak. Now eventually I'm going to attach magnets to the back of the strips, and that way you can attach them to any place you want on the kayak using magnets on the inside of the hull. This will also allow you to place them on the outside of the hull so the light will shine down into the water. So right now I'm going to turn them on and you can see how bright they are. So that's it. You can see they light it up pretty well, and they don't draw a lot of amps because they are LEDs. So if you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.